What happens to your business or professional practice if you're going through a separation or divorce? Well, if you were married, it might be subject to equalization. And what that means is your business will be viewed as an asset. It most likely would need to be valued, and the value of that business becomes an asset that forms part of the calculations of your net family property. Don't worry too much. Don't freak out. There are ways around that. I know that this could be shocking for some people. Your business is probably worth a lot. And a lot of people think, well, I did this myself. My partner wasn't part of this business. Why do they get to share in it? It wasn't marital property. And unfortunately, in Ontario, that's not the way things work. If you're in a marriage and you're subject to equalization, then that asset gets divided. However, there are ways to minimize your exposure. So talk to a lawyer as soon as possible. You're entitled to things like date of marriage deductions, contingent taxes in some cases, even making sure that the business is valued properly is something that you need to consider as well to make sure that your exposure is minimized as much as possible. Another aspect where your business would come in is looking at it as an income source when dealing with support issues. So for a lot of business owners, the courts do not necessarily just accept the number that is issued to CRA as your income. So, there might be an income analysis done to determine what your true income is if you happen to run a business where you're able to write off a lot of expenses from the business. So the business will be looked at from two angles. If you are going through a separation, it would be looked at as an asset and it would be looked at as a source of income. And analysis would be done, if necessary, on both ends to determine either your actual income or your equalization obligations as a result of that business. So do speak to a lawyer to make sure that you understand your obligations and ensure that you are only paying what you're required to under the law.